representing Illinois injury victims for over 40 years, Jay Janssen. One name says it all.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I've seen a lot of stories in the newspapers about horrible car accidents caused by people who has been drinking. I was wondering, what can we do to protect ourselves against drunk drivers?
All right. The drunk driving problem is a big problem, and maybe as large a problem, because it's come into prominence lately, is the driving under the influence of drugs. We see a lot of that also, and we call both of those type of cases impaired drivers. Obviously, avoidance is not always easy because you just are involved in an accident so fast, and particularly with someone that's driving far too fast or an impaired driver. They many times come across the center line on a two-lane pavement. They run a red light. They swerve in traffic, cut you off, do crazy things that cause injury to people. I think the thing, again, is to emphasize to you to carry high levels of automobile insurance with regard to uninsured and underinsured motorist coverage, because many of these impaired drivers have not paid their premiums on automobile insurance. They haven't been able to get automobile insurance because of background checks on them. They've been able to get a driver's license. They've been able to get license plates for their cars, and until the Secretary of State's office changes that type of situation, you're going to have these people on the road with a driver's license, with license plates on their car, with tags up to date, but they're impaired drivers, and many times this isn't their first offense. So they probably don't have any type of automobile insurance at all. Carry high limits, at least $500,000 of underinsured motorist coverage and uninsured motorist coverage, because you're either going to be involved in an accident with a drunk driver who has low limits coverage, which is Illinois minimum limits, $20,000, $20,000 per accident, $40,000 per, no matter how many people are injured as a result of it. And those low limits aren't going to cover much if you're in the hospital for several weeks. So carry high levels, uninsured, underinsured motorist coverage. The real expensive coverage on an automobile is what we call collision, which covers the vehicle itself. The real loss is the loss to you. Good question. Thank you very much. All right.
The Janssen Law Center, representing Illinois injury victims for over 40 years.
Why should you have the Janssen Law Center represent you? Because increasingly insurance companies are using the tactic deny, delay, don't pay. There's never a charge to consult the Janssen Law Center concerning your claim.
Jay Janssen. One name says it all.